Hello there everybody, I'm mrgameandpie, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 10. Last time we got through most of the Wily Fortress, and now we're on what is essentially the last level. And yeah, they gave us some free weapon pickups here. You gotta climb up the ladder some before you can grab them. But yeah, this is what our special weapon ammos are looking like now. We're missing a little bit of triple blade and a little bit of commando bomb, but outside of that, we're basically full on everything. So yeah, I'm going to take the left pathway up here. There are two pathways up this vertical shaft. And yeah, I feel like this is the better one. I mean, look at that. You already got an extra life. And the octopus batteries are much easier to avoid than the tackle fires are. Look at that. I don't even have to pay attention to those enemies. Although I guess that side does have an E-tank. Ooh, even more weapon ammo. So, here we go. The teleport system. Now, this game does something interesting, in that the way that the teleporting is designed, it matches up with the level select screen. So, Blademan was the top left there, and he's the top left here too. Now, the thing about the commando bomb being Blademan's weakness, normally he takes as much damage from it as you use ammo for it. But sometimes you can get a rare double hit in on him. I don't know when this happens, but I'm guessing at that point I have 2 shots of the weapon left. Alright, now time for Solar Man. And while Solar Man is normally a very difficult and technical fight without his weakness, with his weakness, he's pretty pathetic. Yeah. Hitting the sun on his head with that will cause his solar blaze to become weaker than normal. Much smaller and much less damaging. And he just generally takes a lot of damage from it. Sheep Man, on the other hand, isn't all that weak to his weakness. Unless you're getting, like, super rebound heavy, charged up attacks against him. The Rebound Striker doesn't do a whole lot of damage against Sheep Man. And it is generally difficult to get those, powerful rebounded attacks. Okay. Well, that just happened. And there we go, there's 2 shots wasted. Look at that. Oh, he has 1 hit left. And that didn't kill him. Oh, this will. Yeah, I guess that is one advantage. You can aim how you're firing the Rebound Striker. So if you know which cloud is him, you can always just try to hit him while he's still in cloud form. Now time for Commando Man. Commando Man is weak to the rolling cutter, or the rolling cutter, that's Mega Man 1. No, the wheel cutter. And that's a little bit awkward because the wheel cutter is a ground-traveling weapon against a boss that jumps a lot. Fortunately, it can destroy the commando bomb. No, wait, that's not it. And your ability to hold the wheel cutter out in front of you makes it a good melee weapon if you want to fight him that way. Pump Man is weak to the Thunderbolt. It'll immediately destroy his entire shield if he gets hit by it. And it can be pretty easy to make him jump through it multiple times, getting multiple hits in one shot. Which is really what you want to do because you don't have a whole lot of ammo with this thing. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, that's bad. Though it can make it a little bit hard to predict what Pump Man is going to do, because sometimes he'll immediately, create his shield again, other times he'll finish jumping around. After losing his entire shield, that is. So, Strike Man is weak to the Triple Blade. And man, he is weak to the Triple Blade. It'll destroy his Rebound Striker, removing most of the threat of his battle, and it does a lot of damage to him as well. And of course, you have a lot of ammo with this weapon, so it's pretty effective, needless to say. Also, if you get all 3 hits on him, it does massive damage. Now then, the Chill Spike against Nitro Man. This is actually one of the harder weaknesses to use. You can only ever really use it whenever he's in motorcycle form. And he tends to like to not be in motorcycle form a lot of the time. Oh, there we go, he's going straight back into it again. And he's going straight back out of it again. He's just really wanting to ride up against the walls. Although I guess that is something that I didn't mention about him. In hard mode, he will always, oh, no, in easy mode, wait, no, I did mention that. Yeah, he doesn't ride up the walls in easy mode. And then the Solar Blaze is strong against, Chill Man. Although outside of doing extra damage to him, it isn't that effective against the guy. Oh, okay, that happened. If you get hit by the wave of the Solar Blaze, it can actually get you out of an iced situation. But outside of that, it doesn't present much of an advantage. And you do, oh, well, maybe it can't. Okay, seriously? Seriously? This is just ridiculous. Oh, wow, that just happened. Well played, Chill Man. Well played. Let's try that again. Normally I do find it easier to use the Buster against Chill Man than using his weakness. Which is one of the reasons why I tend to fight him first. Who would have guessed? And ran out of it. Yep, okay. Well, time to do what I find easier anyway. Oh, he still hit me. And there we go, he's dead. Alright, now it's time to take on Wily. And he's got a big old pirate ship for some reason. Yeah, that just sort of comes out of nowhere. Either way, this Wily machine has missiles. And lots of them. It has homing missiles, it has giant missiles. And, yeah, you generally have to use some of these missiles as platforms to hit the guy. Fortunately, this Wily machine isn't that tough. And the reason why it's fortunate is because he's weak to the Solar Blaze, which I've already used the entirety of. Oh, yeah. You really want to try to destroy the missiles as they're coming at you. Because if they circle back around, it can be very annoying to hit them. Oh, that does a surprising amount of damage. I didn't realize that they did that much. I'm pretty sure I had like 5 health left. Well, let's try this again. The Solar Blaze is rather effective in that it's pretty easy to destroy a missile and then hit Wily at the same time due to how the weapon works. Oh, what? I totally jumped on that missile. The speed of the missile seems to be pretty random. So sometimes you can jump onto this second missile, but other times it's not going to be all that possible. Oh, yeah, see? Like that. There was no way... Oh, there we go! Yeah, that was definitely the first try. So here we have Phase 2, because of course, Wily machines always have a Phase 2. And this phase is a little bit annoying, mainly in the fact that you often don't have that many chances to hit it. Yeah, look at that. All that time and I got 2 hits in. Isn't that just amazing? This phase is weak to the water shield, which can be kind of awkward to hit him with. And he also uses something akin to the Thunder Wool. It starts out starting near him and then going away, and then it'll start away from him and then go near him, and then it'll constantly switch from that point onward. There's also the cage that will get launched at you, and you have to fire at it a lot to get out. And then there's the little energy orb that it fires downwards. You generally have to move to the right to avoid that one. Trying to dodge to the left just isn't going to get you out of it. Using the water shield's ability to launch outwards can hit Wily while he's up in the air rather effectively. Of course, you can always try to do the massive amounts of damage by spawning the water shield on top of him, but that's not necessarily recommended in this particular battle, as the hitbox near the ground can easily block your attacks. Oh. There we go. Yeah, just don't be on the right side of the screen, like, ever. Because then he can fall on top of you, and that wouldn't be good for anyone. Except Wily. And we don't want good things for Wily. Wily's inappropriate. Trying to take over the world all the time. Oh wait, no. He was... Okay, there we go. So, at this point, I think I can just do this. There we go, he's dead. But wait! There's more, considering that, you know, Wily just flew off. And now get ready for one of the best moments in the game. I love it. Yeah, that Wily tower, it went straight into space. And this level is upside down. I might edit the footage to make it look like I've actually flipped the game back into its original position. Or I might not. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a little side video that's just me going through this level, but in its flipped state. Anyway, in this level we have moles, and they're really annoying. Oh. Yep, there we go. They take so many hits. So yeah, let's get an extra life over here, since I actually sort of need one now, I guess. Oh. I wish that they wouldn't come out of the floor, because then they could just do that to you. Alright, we have a weapon tank over here. Yeah! Get those weapons. May as well get some Commando Bomb. Let's see how well the Commando Bomb works against moles. Or let's not, since they can't come out of the floor anymore. I'm saved! They're not dangerous whenever they're coming out of the ceiling, just out of the floor. Alright, so there's an E-tank, and over there is actually a Max tank. So let's just do this. Oh yeah, I guess I never used Eddie. You can use them to give you power-ups if you really want to, but I never really do that. So now, I'm going to activate, or turn on the Chill Spike. Grab this Max Tank, as you can see. Our Max Tank is at 1. I don't think we ever used an E-Tank or a Weapons Tank throughout this entire game. So that's pretty cool. And now it's time to fight Wily. This is one of the more difficult Wily capsule fights for me personally. Oh, alright. Oh, good. Oh, he's actually doing this move, which isn't too difficult to avoid. Oh, now he's doing this. Alright. So yeah, basically, Wily has his real self and a clone self off to the side there. If you try to attack the clone, it's not going to end well for you. You immediately get counterattacked, basically. And yeah, most of the attacks in this boss battle involve him firing off orbs, and then they go to the clone, and then the clone fires them out again, and then they go back to Wily himself again. And there we go, that's the boss. Not too difficult, but can be a little bit annoying sometimes. Oh dear. Dr. Wily appears to be sick! And then a few days later, Dr. Wily's saucer. So Dr. Wily escapes, but he leaves plenty of the cure behind. So gang, that's it. That's Mega Man 10. My favorite Mega Man game. Like, you know, I love the Robot Masters of this game more than any other game. I love the special weapons in this game. I find they're really useful throughout all the levels. You know, there's that first really a fantastic Dr. Wily stage, and the rest of the stages are also pretty good too. The boss battles all feel fair and balanced. Using their weaknesses always adds an extra layer of, you know, interesting elements to it. Just, this game is... it's amazing, guys. I love Mega Man 10 so much. And, like, I feel like that's all that I really have to say about it at this point. Because, you know, this wasn't my first Mega Man game. The first Mega Man game that I owned was Mega Man 3, and I'm not actually a big fan of that one, honestly. I think that's actually my least favorite of the Mega Man games. But I think Mega Man 10 was probably the first Mega Man game that I beat. Yeah, probably. It was either that one or 4. Maybe 2. And, yeah, I mean, I still have a great time going back to this game. It's the one that I feel like I have the most freedom with. Where it's like, you know, I've beaten the game Buster Only before, so I know that I can do that. I've beaten the game only ever using special weapons before, so I know I can do that. And, you know, just fighting the Robot Masters in different orders, finding new places to use the special weapons. I think the special weapons in this game have more depth than in any other Mega Man game. Mega Man 9 was notable for having incredibly powerful special weapons, and that's a good amount of fun in its own right. But, you know, a lot of the Mega Man 10 special weapons have multiple ways that they can be used. And those different ways that they can be used actually are relevant in the game. Like, there's places where you can use them in their various different ways. And that's a very... It makes the game much more replayable than even a regular Mega Man game is. Like, you know, the replayability of Mega Man games is one of their greatest strengths in how you can fight the Robot Masters in different orders and use different special weapons in different places. But I feel like this game in particular opens itself up for replayability more than any other game in the series does. Except maybe something like 7 or 8, due to the way that the items work in those games. But people don't really like 7 and 8, so I guess they don't count in that regard. I kind of like 7. And 8's okay for me, but you know. That's just me. I have weird opinions about Mega Man, I guess. Since I don't actually like the first 3 games all that much. And those are the 3 games that everybody's always talking about, like, oh man, they're the best. Nothing ever got better than them. But then I look over at, like, Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 6, and it's like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I really love this series. You know, back on my old Let's Play channel, I only ever did Mega Man 10 and 4 out of the original games. You know, I later went on to do, like, you know, Mega Man Rock Force, a fan game, and I did the Mega Man Robot Master Numerical Run, where I went through all the Robot Masters in numerical order. That was a pretty interesting thing. But outside of the 4th and 10th game, I never actually did full Let's Plays of the other main games. And, you know, I think that I might change that these days. VidMe doesn't have a whole lot of Let's Plays of the original games. And, you know, I might change that fact here in the near future. Although that said, the next series that I will be working on won't be one of the classic Mega Man games, or a Mega Man game at all. But it will be a very special one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, special mention to the end credits theme here, which is as fantastic as this game is. Seriously, I think it's my favorite end credits scene. This game is just my favorite everything. Some of my favorite Robot Master weapons, some of my favorite Robot Masters, some of my favorite Wily levels, some of my favorite Wily bosses. It's just great. I love Mega Man 10. It's amazing. How many times can I say that I love Mega Man 10 in this end credits sequence? Which, by the way, is quite a bit longer than most of the other ones. Probably because it was made in you know, 2010 instead of like the 1990s, early 1990s, like most of the other classic Mega Man games were. And this isn't even this Let's Play hasn't even touched upon things like easy mode and hard mode and playing as Proto Man and playing as Bass. Like, I was just playing Mega Man on normal mode, but there's 9 ways to play the game considering playable characters and difficulty modes alone. It's beautiful. And it was the last Mega Man game to ever be made. There we go, just under an hour. That's a beautiful clear time. So guys, I've been Mr. Game and Pie. This has been Let's Play Mega Man 10. And until next time, y'all stay sufficiently awesome. See you next time!